What's going on, guys? You're watching Ninja Lifestyle. Welcome to yet another episode where I review your guys' sponsor tapes. I do want to take this time to remind you guys why we're doing this series. There's a lot of people complaining about it's not funny enough, and the point of this series is not for you guys to be entertained and laugh at shitty skateboarders. The point is to actually help people who are out there sending sponsor tapes maybe over and over again, and for whatever reason they can't figure out why they're making no progress. This series should give you guys an insight into what it's like for somebody who actually might want to sponsor some kids, what they're looking for, and what completely turns them off. I also want to talk to you guys about making excuses, but we'll get to that later in the video. Let's take a look at our first tape today. It's called Street Footage 2015 and play. We got a guy ollieing a small grass gap. I want you guys to keep in mind the first trick that I see is going to determine if I watch the video, and that was not an advanced trick at all. I also look at this guy's quality. It's really low. And especially for a company like mine where a lot of what we do is online, all of our sales are based online, all of our videos are on YouTube. If you can't take quality serious, if you can't take your video serious, then why would I? As far as skill, this guy's skill level is a little bit below what I would be looking for, but quality is the main turnoff, at least for now. You know, a couple of cool tricks, but again, he just looks like a casual skater. And I just can't stress it enough. If you guys don't take this serious, why would I? This video, let me take a look at it here. The highest possible quality is 240p. So that would have been cool if it was 2001. But it's 2015, and stop. I'm done watching. I feel like a lot of people submitted troll videos where they knew the video was bad. They just kind of wanted me to talk about them. And I also got a lot of videos submitted that weren't even sponsor tapes. So if you plan on submitting your sponsor tape, don't submit your park edit video from last summer. Don't submit some boring curb session with me and my friend. A lot of people sent me their friends' footage also in hopes that I would review it and just make fun of them. And again, that's not what we're doing here. I did make some notes here for when you submit a sponsor tape to a potential sponsor. Please don't put in the message, "This is not my best footage. I have way better. I just can't show you." Well, then I guess I don't want to watch it. I want to see your guys' best footage. I want to see where your skill level's at and how marketable you could be to promote a team like, oh, I don't know, Cake Muscle. There's also some other things I look at. When you submit a video, I'm of course going to look at the upload date. I got one video from 8 years ago, and he said, "I can't do these tricks anymore, but I could relearn them." Well, I didn't even bother watching the tape at that point. You guys got to think from the perspective of the person who's actually going to be dumping money into you guys. You guys like to think that we just have unlimited skateboards and we give them away for fun, but to me, every skateboard is an amount of money because that's how much it costed me. No one fronts me skateboards and I pay them back later. I pay for a lot of skateboards, and when I give one away for free, I expect something back. So I expect a lot out of you guys. I also want you guys to stand out. We're going to have a whole episode later in this series dedicated to standing out. I watched over 200 sponsor tapes, and eventually they all just started to be the exact same. And it just got boring. Let's move on to our next tape, Marcus Edwards Random Footage. Again, he named his sponsor tape Random Footage. So I don't know if he takes this footage serious. I don't want to be in a position where I say, "Hey, this guy sucks," and then he goes, "Well, that wasn't even my best footage, man. That was just random footage." And I go, "Oh, that's funny, idiot, because I didn't ask you for random footage. I asked you guys for sponsor tapes." But let's check it out. Starts off with a fall. I guess that's just what people do. Whatever. We are currently 13 seconds in before the first trick. I prefer you guys get to the point. Very nice hard flip. Some manuals. That looks like a really cool obstacle. I like the HD. I like the quality. Colors are cool. No complaints on quality. This is probably filmed on a phone. A lot of people are like, well, I don't have an expensive camera. This is filmed on a phone, and it looks pretty good. That doesn't mean that all footage filmed on a phone is going to look pretty good. It just means this footage does. Okay, we got, this guy seems to be a manual skater, which I like. I like the idea of a manual skater on my team. So this is the second hard flip I've seen down a small amount of stairs. I do like that he's doing lines, though. I like that it's not just a manual after a manual. Oh, there you go. Nollie trick already. That, I like the idea of watching a sponsor tape where I say to myself, wow, you know, I could maybe do that trick, but it probably wouldn't look that good. I don't know if you guys know this, but my nollie flips out of nose manuals are really tough to look at. I'm noticing a lot of repeated tricks. That's the third nose manual nollie 3 shove I've seen. I want to see your best stuff, but I also want to see variety. But it is, it's comforting to know that this guy at least, another nose manual nollie flip, this guy at least has his quality together. Speaking of cameras too, you guys could get a pretty decent camera for $200-300, which if you guys could go get a job for 20 hours, that would pay for it. And a lot of people say to me like, oh, I can't do that. I'm not going to go get a job just to get a camera, just to get sponsored. And my response to that is I don't want your fucking lazy ass on my team. If working for 20 hours to chase your dream is too much work, then you're not cut out for a team like mine. As far as the tricks go, this guy's really fun to watch. He skates a little bit slow, and all these tricks are really repetitive. So there gets to be a point where I say to myself, hey, I know you can do this trick. Okay, if this is a sponsor tape, I know you can do this trick. I've already seen it. That's sort of the point, right? I want to see what tricks you can do and see what maybe you could do for my company. And the repeated tricks is definitely something you guys should try to avoid in your sponsor tapes. That was cool. I liked it. I have the audio off. I don't know what he was yelling about. We're only going to review 2 tapes today. I'm going to spend the rest of this time talking about some of the things I don't want to see in the sponsor tape message. There's a lot of people that sent me tapes that I just immediately just closed out of the window and didn't watch. For example, I might have spoke about it earlier. If you just send me, not my best stuff, but pretty good, not going to watch it. This is my friend skating, make fun of him, not going to watch it. This series is not for your park edit. This series is not for fun trash can session. It's for me to review sponsor tapes. I got Siri going off for some stupid ass reason. God, ruining everything. If you submit a sponsor tape to me and the first thing in the message is an excuse for why it's not good enough, then I feel like there's no need for me to review it. You already know that it's not good enough. If you say, I know this isn't good enough, but look at it anyway and let me know your thoughts. You don't need my thoughts. You already have your thoughts. If you don't think it's good enough, then why would I? I understand the idea that skaters are hard on themselves. You know, maybe they like to say, well, this footage is not very good, and then somebody else might look at it and say it is. But for the most part, what I've seen, people actually believe they're much better than they are. And the whole point of the sponsor tape, you know what? I want you guys to look at this like a job interview. If you guys are filling out a job interview, don't write, well, I kind of suck at making hamburgers, but I really need a job. Don't write that. Why would you write that? This is not my best footage. It's kind of my shittiest, but I kind of want you to review it anyways. Maybe send me a sticker. I don't know. As far as the last guy, I'm sorry I didn't leave my final thoughts. I do want to see more from him. I want to be updated on his progress, and I want to see what else he has in his bag of tricks besides manuals and hard flips. So we're only going to review 2 videos this episode. I have at least 3 more episodes left. If you guys want to submit a sponsor tape, you guys can find me on Facebook. The Facebook link is located at the end of this video. It shows it on the screen when it sings. You guys can send me a message and a YouTube link. Please stop trying to troll me. Okay, a lot of people are trying to troll me. They're sending sponsor tapes, number 1, that aren't theirs. Number 2, that are extra super bad, hoping that maybe I'll review it. I'm not going to fall for this stuff. I'm here to help, and I don't want you guys to fuck this up for the people that actually do want to make progress. So, feel free to submit. Phone's going off again! Why? I can't do a video. People, I will see you next time. Like I said, I have at least 3 more episodes coming in the future, so look out for those. I hope to watch more of your sponsor tapes, and hopefully we can grow better sponsor tapes out of you guys together. Kuna Matata, bitches.